morning, everyone. Linda Reed-Enever, and welcome back to another Tips Tuesday session. Apologies if you saw the technical glitch that we had earlier. For some reason, my camera did not want to activate and come in and be here with you live this morning. But we are now here and we're now live delving into this Tips Tuesday session, and I'm excited to share with you the last 4 of our Tips Tuesday sessions for December. And what we're actually going to be doing in this little period is we're actually going to be running through what should be going into your marketing plans and your marketing calendars for 2022 to help kickstart you and help make sure that you're getting out there and you're being able to connect with your market, and you've actually got a bit of a plan and a bit of a strategy behind what you do when it comes to marketing. Because the reality of it is, when it comes to marketing, you know, we can wing it, and yes, we can fly by the seat of our pants, and some of the social networks sort of need us to do that a little bit. But ideally, what we want to do is we want to have a plan so that we can make sure that we're on voice, we're on tone, and that the information that we're sharing with our people is actually synced together, and we've got a little bit of structure and a little bit of technique around all of that. So I'm just going to quickly share our Facebook Live through to the BBB group and the Marketing Circle, because I've had to do a new one this morning. So I'm just going to get that through, and then we're going to delve into this morning's topic about actually how we're going to jump in and how we're going to have a conversation around making sure that we are using the most of our marketing plans and those sorts of things. So I'm very, very excited to have you here. If you're here this morning, please say hello to me. Please say hi. I would love to see what you're up to. I'd love to hear what you're up to. And I'd love to hear if you've got any plans around your marketing for 2022, or maybe some questions that you might have about what you should put in a plan as well. One more share from me and we are ready to go. Then all our communities have got the live stream because of our tech glitch this morning. So I do apologize for the tech glitch we had. So let's delve into this morning's topic. Okay, so we're delving into talking about marketing plans and what should we put in there. Now, I this year have designed the marketing planner, and the marketing planner actually, if you've got one, will break you through this process. So we start talking about putting in our key dates, breaking them down into quarters, and doing all of that sort of stuff. So if you have your marketing planner, as I start to step you through this is going to help you out. And if you do want to look at grabbing a marketing planner, you can do so on the Reed-Enever group store. We have about 10 copies of the marketing planner left, I think, at the moment. There's not many left, but if you want to, you can grab it on the Reed-Enever group store. Okay, so when we're coming to doing our marketing, I'm just going to pop it into chat for you now. Is here. Okie dokie. So when we start coming to do our marketing plan, there's a few things, whether we're using the marketing planner or whatever else we are using, that we need to have a look at. And gee, I'm making lots of noise in my office this morning. First one is we need to look at key dates, okay? So we need to get the pen and paper out, the Google Calendar out, the phone, or a manual calendar, and actually have a look at what key dates might actually affect our marketing for 2022. Okay, so think things like Christmas, think things like Easter, think things like school holidays. Think things like, any time like public holidays that you might, think you were going to launch something and then, oh shit, a public holiday falls in the middle of it. Oh, swearing this morning on Facebook Live, that's good. But, something might pop in that is not going to be great for you in that space. So we think of key dates and we start to block those out. Okay, so that's part of what needs to go into that marketing calendar. We block those out so we avoid that our launches don't go in there. So I like to do that normally with a highlighter, and I normally have an orange or a red color, and I just highlight all of those dates within my calendars. And if I was looking at the marketing planner calendar, for example, I would go in here and I'd start highlighting things like January 26th, for example, as a public holiday, and maybe not the best time to launch or do a message around those sorts of things. So I would highlight that one and just make sure that I'm covered and I've got those spaces in there, so that when I start to then put the rest of my launch plans in visually, I'm able to connect with that as well. Okay, so then the next thing that we need to look at is our holidays. When are you taking a break? Because you don't want to have a launch happen in the middle of the break, and you highlight those things out. Okay, then we need to have a look at World Organization Days. So world trending days, like there's World Coffee Day, which I, might like to pop into, but there's a whole heap of world days. So those world days around your industry, what content can you create over that period of time is going to be a really good thing to make sure you have in your planner, whether it's your marketing planner or your calendar or those sorts of things. Holidays that you, as I said, that you want to take, and then we start with our stuff. Then we start with our marketing planner. I know it's like I've just put a whole heap of stuff in there that isn't relevant to my business, but it is. Knowing what those holidays and those international days are means that you can talk around your content, and then you can also make sure that you plan your content and your delivery around how to best tap into either those key dates and holidays or avoid them, and make sure that your launches are popping in from here. So then when we go into the marketing planner, and the reason I'm referring to it is because of what we use with our clients and that sort of stuff. So the next component that we go to is we look at our quarterly focuses for the year. And so here you've got your quarterly focuses. And one of the quarterly focuses that we're looking for is our goals for the quarter, and the monthly focus areas that we're going to look at. So then we can start looking at each month about what are we going to focus on talking about. If there's a theme day or we've got a launch or a webinar, then we're putting it in there. And then we talk about our lead magnet for the quarter. So what lead magnet are we going to create so that we can use it and hopefully have it running evergreen to talk to our people? So what lead magnet are we going to use for that quarter so that we can work out when we're going to launch it and build our way back? The content we're going to focus on as well goes into those key dates, and we start to make sure that it's going to work from there. So then what we are actually doing from there is starting to work out what our lead magnets are going to be, what our blog posts are going to be, how that content is all going to link together to get out there. So the other thing that then goes into our calendars is, okay, what launches are we going to have? And we start to work our way back then. So if we want to launch a course on a particular date, or we want to launch a new product on a particular date, we then start to work back on going, okay, well, we need a lead magnet for that to flow through by this time. We maybe need some webinars. We need some social posts that go with it. And we start to work back. The launch date is there, but when's the activity and when's the content dropping that actually leads to that launch to make it successful? So we start to look at how do we put those pieces into place so that we can grab that reach and work with our people a little bit further. So the next thing you need to do is look at where your launches are going to be. And then I'm a big one of believing in education marketing about webinars. So where are my webinars going to be? So where are those webinars going to be throughout the year? And then once again, how often do I need to get the promo to allow people to come in and work with me on those webinars? Now, in all honesty, in my case, that's quite often 4 weeks. We like a 4-week minimum to promote a webinar to make sure that we get the right number and the right people along the way. So we looked at today in your marketing calendar and in your marketing plan for 2022, make sure that you go and have a look at what key opportunities are out there in the world of tapping into theme days and theme dates and world trending dates and topics. Making sure you block out your holidays and any other public holidays that you're not trying to launch, putting your launches into your marketing calendar, your marketing planner, and then putting any events, webinars, or stuff in there, and then working back on what you need to do in the workload over those areas. So for the next couple of weeks, we're going to look at more things that you can put into your marketing planner and start to break it down just a little bit further on your marketing plans for 2022. So I hope that you will tune in next week as I start sharing some more tips with you on what you can share in your marketing plans for 2022 as we round out 2021. Have a great day, everyone. I will see you next week. Bye.